The chapter starts off with people down on the ground and a village destroyed, and then we see it. The return of the great apes. We're in Granola's dreams while we see this, and he's running into a building before a great ape gets close enough to knock it down, and he wakes up from there. I can only assume this dream is based on his childhood. The Saiyans came to his planet for whatever reason and started attacking all the people he loves and cherish. That's what I'm gonna go with, and he probably has a grudge against the Saiyans. So that's what probably leaves him to be the next big villain for Goku and Vegeta and the crew. Since he woke up from his dream, now we see him driving in space, and turns out he kidnapped OG-73I guess I was wrong there. I thought he was gonna blow the original up, but I guess that would be a waste after all. Now, turns out, obviously, he does despise the Saiyans and Frieza for whatever they caused to his fellow Krealians. I think that's how you pronounce it. Okay, obviously, that has to be the name of his race, right? He mentions that Frieza is dead and has been dead for a while now. Little does he know, though. That's another story, though. I got spoiled on this, but I know nothing about like how he came to that form or whatever he did. I think it was training, but I don't know. Now we get to Beerus's planet, and Goku and Whis catches the Oracle Fish and inject him with something to put him to sleep. Alright, check it. So this Oracle Fish gets insomnia, right? Whis starts telling Goku and Vegeta about it. And turns out that when the Oracle Fish suffers from a lack of sleep, it's a bad omen for the future. Or sometimes it's nothing. So it really depends. I don't really know the full details about it, but that's pretty interesting to know. I really hope one day comes a chapter where we see what happens when it does have a lack of sleep and that bad omen does come. Who knows what the fuck will happen. The Oracle Fish gonna be the next big fighter after that. And even Goku starts thinking about that. He's like, man, you got my hopes up for some really strong fighter. This irks Beerus' soul so fucking hard because last time Beerus got punished and he blamed it all on Goku. So he starts talking shit to Goku. He's like, hey, I don't want to hear none of that. I want to fight someone strong, all right? Every time we end up going through that bullshit, you somehow always fuck me over and I'm sick of it. All right, here comes the interesting part. So now we get back to sparring with Goku and Whis. They go at it for a little bit. Goku transforms. Whis looks at him and says, I'm ready when you are. So naturally, Goku dashes towards Whis and he starts throwing Kai Blast. He starts going fast as fuck all over the place, trying to catch Whis off guard, trying to hit him with something. You know Whis is too good for this. Goku starts moving so fast that in the panel it looks like his body descends right past Whis, but Whis is not falling for that. He's like, hey, your real body never really descended, and it's obviously a ploy, and catches Goku with a fucking kick. Man, it's so amazing to see how much power Whis as an angel has, because as soon as he uses that one kick, and you know damn right that wasn't nowhere near his, probably not even 50% of his strength, and he just knocks Goku out. Okay, not knock him out like blank, but he gets knocked to the ground and he transforms back to his base form. So this man is something else, and we been knew that. I just need to see his full power. I need to see something like that. Now, naturally, you know Goku's going to go right back into the fight. So you see him sparring more. He starts charging at Whis again. And Vegeta and Beerus, they're spectating in a distance. Vegeta asks Beerus a question if Whis is using Ultra Instinct at the moment. And Beerus responds with, angels are always in an instinct state. So not exactly. Cutting back to Whis, he starts spitting some facts to Goku. He's like, Goku, I can pretty much use Ultra Instinct way better than Beerus. And the Grand Priest Ultra Instinct is even more greater than my own. And it leads Whis to basically saying that Goku has that much room to train and grow with the use of his Ultra Instinct. Now remember, Beerus and Vegeta are still watching. And Beerus asks Vegeta, you're not going to try to master it too? Vegeta simply says it doesn't suit him. Now, I'm just going to say this right now. Who knows? Vegeta may somehow learn Ultra Instinct in the future. I don't know. Anything could happen. But you guys remember back then when Goku first got Ultra Instinct for the anime? And people were like, oh yeah, Goku's going to have offense, Ultra Instinct, and Vegeta's going to have defense. Or maybe it was the opposite. But I remember people saying that all over the place. Like, Vegeta fans, I seen it a lot. I was happy for both of them. They're both great in their own ways. But Vegeta fans are pissed. They were like, nah, Vegeta getting that shit too. But he ended up getting his own thing, and it suits him great. And it looks like he's going to get something else now to rival maybe even Ultra Instinct. Because Beerus looks at him, he's like, yeah, I didn't think so. He tells Vegeta, and you know this intrigues the fuck out of Vegeta, because you know one of Vegeta's only goals is to surpass Goku, or in his words, I will surpass Kakarot. So Beerus lets him know. He says, hey, Ultra Instinct ain't the only technique of the gods. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna sit here and act shocked that I didn't know Vegeta was gonna get something else. My friend has definitely sent it to me before. The look of it, I like it. I just don't know what the abilities does or what the technique is for. So I'm ready to learn about it. Beerus lays down some interesting words. He says that's just the angel specialty. Naturally, they all have Ultra Instinct. And he makes a good point because he continues on saying, did you really think us gods of destruction would run around using a move where you have to keep your heart all calm? Which could probably explain why Beerus hasn't fully mastered Ultra Instinct as of yet. That, and along with the fact that he's always napping, and I'm sure he could if he wanted to, but that's just what it is. Now, I love this next part. So Vegeta, he wants to know. He's like a fucking child. He's like, hey, tell me this technique of gods. Come on, man. I need to know. I need to beat Kakarot. Give it to me, man. Just give it to me. He didn't say it like that, but that's the way I interpreted for a second. But Beerus is like, I'll pass. Training people ain't in my job description. But it's more of a wink-wink situation because he walks off and says, anyways, I'm going to go exercise to wake myself up. And if you see anything you want, feel free to steal it. So Vegeta starts walking right behind him. He's like, hey, just wait for me, man. I need to see this shit. I need to see what you got up your sleeve. I'm pumped for this. Me personally, I hope they don't skip over Vegeta observing Beerus, or at least we get like a little flashback of him doing so. Because I'll take anything with Beerus, even him warming up. And I love the dynamic that Whis and Goku has whenever we see them training. So it'll be nice to see Vegeta and Beerus now. All right, back to Granola now. We going right back with him. He has OG. He's going to go return him. He goes to return the body to his boss or whoever he is. Pretty much whoever pays him. Granola runs into Soshiru, and Soshiru sees what Granola has, or who he has rather, and he's like, hey man, why don't you just split the prize with me? I just handed in somebody and I didn't make much bounty. So he tries to get all touchy on OG, and Soshiru is fucked because Granola puts his fingers up to his head, and you know he has that little blast or whatever he did on all the other clones on the ship last chapter. So he's ready to blow his shit up. He's like, hey, back up or Alec is going to be paying me for your head as well. Granola finally arrives to where he needs to get his money. He gives OG 7-3. He gets paid from this Alec guy, the leader of the whole place. This guy pretty much rules for money. He thinks with money and intel, you can pretty much rule whatever. Dominating others with military is something from the past. I'd rather just pay the very best and get the job done. And he drops the bombshell on Granola. He tells him Frieza's been revived. Now, I'm not going to act like I'm a genius or anything because it was pretty fucking obvious. But I was right. Granola is pissed at Frieza and the Saiyans. He starts talking to himself. He's like, hey, I could actually kill him now. I have a chance to avenge my own people. He starts asking and pretty much demanding, where is he? You have to tell me. Alec starts playing along. He's like, hey, don't try it. Frieza's back and he's stronger than ever. You're not going to have no chance in hell. Now, I'm not going to lie. I don't know Granola's full power, but something still tells me, even before Black Frieza, that if this fight had happened, then Frieza would have still whooped his ass. But that's just me talking. I don't know the full extent of his power. I could be dead wrong. But that's just what I think because Frieza is one of the GOATs in Dragon Ball, right? Granola is getting a little bit riled up now. So this dude named Gas, he takes him by surprise, swings his shit in like some fucking Hurricanrana type shit, and just pins him down to the floor as he has his arm. Okay, so now this is all just a ploy. He pretty much tells Granola to chill out. They'll go after Frieza, but when they're ready, and they're gonna help him out. This is all bullshit. So Granola's determined as fuck now. He's like, that piece of garbage Frieza, he's gonna die by my hand. I will have my revenge. And he just takes off. I'm pretty sure he takes off to find Frieza, even though what Alec just said, but it doesn't matter to him. But I say it's bullshit because it's all a setup plan from Alec, all because Granola's gotten really strong and he thinks the power has gone to his head. And they don't want to be in hot water in case he ever got stronger than Gas. So it looks like Gas is the main powerhouse when it comes to this group. To sum it up, Alec is pretty much betting that Granola does find Frieza and Frieza just obliterates his ass. Okay, so depending how much I really like Granola, I really need to see his power more too. But if it's really that good as they say, I need to see that one-on-one with Frieza. It would be so cool. Whether that's him being humbled by Frieza because Frieza is just that guy in Dragon Ball, or to see him actually get the upper hand against Frieza would be fucking cool. I'll just have to keep reading and see. Fingers crossed. Also, I forgot to mention, they have OG-73, and the point of them having him is apparently he has some kind of crazy data that they're going to find inside his head, and they're going to start the analysis right now. And if the analysis goes well, soon they'll have what they need, the exact location of Zuno, the ultimate intel broker. Granola's in space now. He needs to rest up. It's going to take him 2 days to reach planet Cereal. If there's not no Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Lucky Charms on this planet, I'm going to be disappointed, because why the fuck am I going there then? You better have all the fucking top-notch cereals there. And I'm not talking about the cheap-ass ones either. I can't make it work, man. It doesn't taste the same. Not to me. Remember that Soshido guy from earlier who wanted to split the bounty? Well, yeah, he's back now. And he bought people. He's going to try to rob Granola and take him for everything that he's got right now. Now, keep in mind they landed on an asteroid. Granola doesn't step off his ship, but the other guys does. They step down, they're ready for him to come out so they can take him for his shit. But Granola says, hey, sure thing. How about I give you half of my earnings and we all walk away just fine? Big fucking mistake. Even I can see this shit coming. I don't know why the fuck... These guys are supposed to be bounty hunters, right? But they act like fucking real rookies or something, because why the fuck would you guys go on there? I know you guys feel like you have the upper hand, but if Granola's power is noticeably that strong, then yeah, you guys probably don't want to step on that ship with him, especially when it's his ship. They end up getting to where Granola's seat is, and his goggles are sitting there. And his goggles can transmit a voice too. So they all get tricked to coming up there, and Granola's really on the outside. The goggles starts talking, saying he doesn't require my support to snipe the likes of you. Corellian's right eyes are especially adaptive to sniping, and Granola's abilities are a cut above the rest. I'm digging that though. Granola is a really good sniper. We see him without his goggles. It looks like one of his eyes can be colored. I can't tell though, because this is manga format. I don't give a fuck, Granola. I don't care how good you are. You're not beating my boy God Usopp in a one-on-one sniping battle. Don't let him catch you lacking, Granola. I'm telling you right now. When these guys realize that they're pretty much fucked against Granola right now, they say, all right, we're out of here. You can take all of the money and we'll even give you some of our shit. And they just leave. Granola's a little bit disappointed because he missed one of the targets when he was shooting at them. And he does realize that he's not good enough for Frieza yet. So at least he has some kind of sense in his mind. He knows he has to grow stronger than anyone to avenge his Corellians for good. Again, I'm really hoping I'm saying that right too. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Now the chapter ends with something really intriguing. We go back to Beerus's planet and the Oracle Fish is still sleeping. Universe 7, balance shifting. Strongest warrior in the universe will soon rise up, says the Oracle Fish. What? The strongest in the universe is soon going to rise up? Who? Who can that possibly be? Is it someone that we already know right now? It's just they haven't got their transformation yet? Is that why people are talking about Gohan and his new form for the new Dragon Ball Super movie? You know, I don't know the connections. Did the strongest already come? I can't wait. I'm real excited right now. That concludes the chapter. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell. I appreciate it. And I'm going to see you guys on the next video.